Yeah, so Mommessin was founded in the Mâconnais at the beginning. It's a family business in the south of Mâconnais, so that's why they are quite specialist about Mâconnais wine, Burgundy wine, and also Beaujolais wine. We are in the middle of the area in Beaujolais now because they moved at the end of the 90s. So that's also why we are very specialist, and we have got a nice partnership with the wine grower in this region. So as we spoke this for the lunch, my parents was also a wine grower and wine producer of wine in Beaujolais. So that's why when I was very young, I'm also very young, but I work a lot with my father and my mother in the vineyard, in the cellar also for the all the year, but also especially for the winemaking. So that's why the wine is always on me. I love taste different wine from Beaujolais, but from other region. That's why I know I must work on the wine industry or wine growing industry, but on the wine. It's very important for me. 10 years now, yes. Maybe my colleagues. We've got a very nice team. And a lot of people change, but the noyau, I don't know the English terms, but the big parts of the team don't change, and we've got a very nice relation with a lot of dinner, a lot of different tasting also. So that's a good part. And the place, because we are really in the middle of the vineyard, so the place is quite sympathetic. So I wake up, I take my coffee because I must take a coffee for start my day. After go to the office. There is a quite lot of email. I think it's the same for every people today, but a lot of email, also a lot of tasting, because we've got a lot of different wine we are coming on the winery, and we have to check if everything is okay. Also a lot of tasting about the wine we are buying or blending, so for check the quality. Lots also of meeting with the team, and sometimes like now some different not holiday, because it's not holiday, but good moment with our importer or customer in the world. And after a little bit of sports and go back home, and that's all. It's not very hard because I really know not all, but big parts of all the wine grower partners we are working. So it's not very hard. Sometimes there is a little difficulty, a little problem, but not a lot. So we have really confiance.
We trust each other.
We trust each other with the wine grower partners, so it's okay. For the Beaujolais, we have like 100 for the big parts, different partners.
No?
Yeah. We are a team of 2 people, so there is my colleagues Lidinem and myself, and we are in charge of this 100 different people. So we we have got a lot of different visit or like small meeting with us for make the best the better wine we can. It's very different. Yeah. Every vintage is different. For make a good wine, for me, we have it's important to have a good grapes. When the grapes is nice, the wine will be nice. So the job at the beginning is the wine growers. It's very important, so that's why also we have a lot of visit with us. And after, for the winemaking process is always different because it depends the vintage, it depends the maturity of the wine, it depends the characteristic from the analysis also of the wine. So there is no recipe. We've got I don't know how I can say, but we know we like use this this yeast, for example, or this technique or this type of fermentation, but there is no recipe. Make a good wine. For me today there is a different style of wine. There is the organic wine, the classic wine, the nature wine. There is really a lot of different wine. My philosophy of the wine is a good wine without problem, without malady. So this is my philosophy. I think I know it's the philosophy of the group also, and it's very important for me because I don't like the wine when he has a problem. So I don't want to make a wine with problem, you know. So make a good wine is the very important. When I drink a glass of wine, I love take pleasure. So I think it's this this term pleasure is very important. So I have to make wine for make pleasure to the people. So it's we try to make that with a nice fruit, with also a nice character, a little bit of spicy, a little bit of oak when it's necessary. For example, for the Morgon Côte du Puy, we have a different percentage, depend the vintage and the quality of the wine, but a small part of this wine is aged in oak. But the fruit, the character, the spice, and sometimes the oak is important for our wine. Yeah, it's a very good vintage. We've got the 21 before, who was a vintage quite difficult for us for the winemaker because the weather was very bad, so the grapes was not very clean. So we have a big job for the winemaking. But for 22, it's very different. The weather was very nice, so the grapes was very clean. It's a very good vintage. It's not like 2020 because it was a very dark vintage, but it's more like 18. Was very elegant, very floral also. So we've got a big structure for Beaujolais wine, but with a lot of buvability, a lot of freshness also on the wine, and it's very nice. I think they can be aged also more than the 21. So it's for me it's a very good vintage. It depends the vintage, it depends the style of wine you like also. But if I speak about me, I really like the wine when they are young for Beaujolais wine. So for example, I like now during the 20 because they have always fruit and freshness. So 2, 3, 4 years, it's okay, but for me not more, because after we lose the freshness, and that's I think when people buy Beaujolais wines, it's because also they like the gamay, and gamay is very very fun and very fantastic when he's young, so more young than old. It's a good question, because I like every wine I make, but maybe for the romantic approach de Saint-Amour, because I like the Saint-Amour in general, and more because this is an appellation where the wine grower work a lot for make the wine better and better, and because Saint-Amour is romantic, as I say. It's always also a nice wine for me, with a lot of sweetness, a lot of sugar, a lot of roundness on the mouth, nice tannins also. So yes, Saint-Amour.